Welcome to DIY RV and Home Camper's Life. My name's Greg. Today we're taking a look at a cooler that we just picked up off of Amazon. Now, we did pay full price for this. This is the Setpower AJ40. It is a 42 quart compressor style cooler that is operated off of 12 volts. Now, it will cool down to -4 and high as 50 degrees. This is Fahrenheit. What you're going to get when you order this is the handles come unattached. You have to attach those, but they do provide the tool to attach the handles. Along with that, you're going to get your 12 volt power cord that plugs into the side of the cooler. You'll get a 110 to 12 volt adapter, so you can run this off of 110. So if you're like at the house and you want to cool it down, you can. It is protected by a 15 amp automotive style fuse right down here. Runs off of about 55 watts is what they say. There's a basket here that you can have inside, or you can take it out. Right now we got it out because we are going to do a test. We're going to see how long it's going to take to cool some stuff down that's inside already. So let's open it up and see what we got inside. I have gotten 37 bottles that are 16.9 fluid ounces of water in here. I couldn't get any more in here. I tried. And we are at about, looks like what, 66, 67 degrees. Let's grab my thermal temp gun and we'll see. And we're showing 66, 69, 70, so we're climbing. We got the sun beating down on it also, so we're going to shut that down. We're going to be powering it by the Jackery Explorer 1000, and currently we've got 94% on the battery. So let me go ahead and see if I can't get you where you're not being washed out by the sun. There we go. A little bit better. So I'll set that like that. So we'll go ahead and plug this in to the cooler. Plug it into the Jackery. Now we're going to go ahead and turn that on. As you can see, our cooler came on. It's showing max 64 right now, current temperature. And if we want to see what temperature we want it set at, you go ahead and hit the button and it's flashing. That's what our set temperature is. So we set it at 41 last night, and so it's remembering that. You can switch it to eco mode, so it'll try to extend the life of the battery that's charging on it. There's some other features that are on this that I'll go over later. But right now we're just doing a cool down temp test, completely full. Current time is 8:30 in the morning. And the current time is 8:30 in the morning. I've got some stuff to do, so I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and I'll come back to you about 9 o'clock. We'll see where we're at, and we'll do it on the half hours. All right, we're back. We're at 90% on the Jackery. We're pulling 66 watts. She's showing 62 degrees. Let's grab our heat gun. We'll open it up real quick. Yeah, we're still showing. So we're still showing 69, 68. So let's shut it. Let's keep going. All right, we are back. It's been about another half hour, a little over that. And it is now, let's see, 9:30. The Jackery is sitting at 86% and 63 watts. We're still pulling. We're down to 59 degrees on the cooler. Again, it's in sun, so the external is actually 115, 112. Whew, that's getting warm. But let's see how she does. Yeah, this one side is getting pretty hot. I think I'm going to go ahead and move it into the shade. All right, we're back. It is now 10 o'clock. Our Jackery is at 82% on the battery. 63 watts is what we're pulling. We're showing 57 degrees on the temperature. I'm going to just set that down, open it up real quick. And yes, inside I can definitely feel it cooling down. It's going to take a while, but let's keep going. I'll come back in another half hour. We'll see where we're at. Like I say, we're at 57. We're still pulling 63, 64 watts, and we're at 82% on our Jackery battery. I think after the next test, next half hour, I'm going to go ahead and throw the solar panels out for the Jackery, and we'll see how well we replenish the battery while we're using it. Be back to you in a half hour. And we're back. It's 10:30. We're still pulling from the Jackery. We're at 79% right now. 62, 63 watts being pulled. And our temperature is 53 degrees. Alright. So yep, we'll be back in another half hour. And we're back. It is now 11 o'clock. Jackery is at 76%. Still pulling 61 watts as we are still cooling down. And we are sitting at 51 degrees inside the ice chest. So we're getting close. We've got it set for 41, so we got 10 more degrees to drop. And just to give you a reference as to what we are trading out, here is our old ice chest that we used to tote along. And now, of course, remember, you got to fill that sucker full of ice to keep stuff cool. So we end up usually getting a 30 pack of your favorite drink in there, and then about 5 or 6 bags of ice, and that would make it through the weekend at least. You know, if we were on an extended stay, we'd have to go get ice. This one right here, it says it can get 58 cans in there. Haven't tried that yet, but as we saw, we had 37 of those water bottles in there. That's what we're working on cooling down right now. So, timer set for another 30 minutes. See you then. Now, it hasn't been a half hour yet. It's only been a couple minutes since I last talked to you, but I wanted to show you something. I went ahead and grabbed my solar panels, like I said earlier, and got them hooked up. So now we are bringing in 125 watts, and we are using 61 watts. We're still at 76%, and if we swing around, we look over, there are the solar panels to work, and of course, with my little extension that I made up the other day. So, I'll see you in about a half hour. All right, we're getting closer. We're actually at 48 degrees on the ice chest. We're still pulling 61 watts, and we are bringing in 105, 101. Go move the panels a little bit, and we're at 77% on the battery right now. So, I'll see you in another half hour. All right, here it is. 46 degrees on the cooler. The Jackery, we're pulling in just over 100 watts. We're using 60 watts to the cooler. She's at 79. So, she's getting there. Come back to you in a half hour, see where we're at. Well, it's 1 o'clock. So we've been running this for about 4.5 hours. And just as I hit the record button, I heard the compressor kick off. We're showing that we're only drawing 2 watts from the cooler. It still says 42 here on the display, but we do have it set to 41. Oh, I don't know if you saw it fluctuate. It hit 41 degrees, it said right there. So now that we're at 41 degrees where we set temperature at, we're showing that we're only now pulling 2 watts. Pretty much I'm going to say that part of that is just the Jackery itself is pulling like a watt. So the cooler is not pulling anything right now. and it'll cycle back on and off as time goes on to make sure stuff stays cool. I'm going to go ahead and set the jackery out of the way. Grab my heat gun. Now our outside temperature is right at 70, 71, 72. Compressor area is 80. But so our ambient temperature though is about 70 degrees out right now. So I'm going to open it up. We're going to shoot and see what it says. Okay, so we got 57 on the very top. So these ones are still a little warm as far as being completely cool, but they were in the 50 range. Let's go ahead and pull some of these out. Oh, oh yeah. Once you get into that compartment area, oh yeah. Let's see. It's actually showing 33. That, you know, that's with a heat gun. Wow, yeah. So up higher it is still warm. You know, up on the very top. I'll set that down there bottom for a second. So completely loaded. Your tops aren't going to be cool, but these bottom ones, oh man, they're really nice. And I'll bet you, over time, we let it go longer, these will definitely cool off even more. So that, just remember how you pack your cooler. You know, number one, if you can, cool this stuff off before you put it in there. That'll help. Two, keep a little bit of an air gap. Let the air circulate around. This is pretty tight. But, oh yeah, that feels really good. The compressor hasn't kicked back on. It's still staying 41, so I'm not sure exactly where the temperature gauge is. But yeah, 41. Well, it was just showing like 41 degrees, so I have me one. Yes, nice. All right. Just wanted to give you a real quick look at what comes with the Setpower AJ40 cooler, and also do a cool down test. See how long it actually took to cool the cooler down from ambient temperature down to that 41 degrees. 4.5 hours, not bad. We saw bottles in the bottom were at 40 degrees. The ones up top were a little warmer, yes. Give it time, they would have cooled off also. So far my first impressions, not bad. Kind of like it. We're going out this weekend, so we're going to get a chance to really do some good testing with it. We'll get some video and we'll come back with a more in-depth review of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe and share. And until the next one, happy camping.